society. So without further ado, we're going to actually start with a warm-up, and I've got shoes on. So if you want to wear shoes, you can. A few other tips. I guess I'll go through the housekeeping first before we jump into the warm-up. So if you have a stable surface, a chair would be great. Couch, counter, whatever you can hang on to for balance and stability. Also, we're going to need a wall because we're doing upper and lower body strengthening today. So body weight exercises that we're going to be using the wall and the chair. So as with any exercise program, always check with your physician or healthcare professional to make sure that this is safe for you to do, and listen to your body. That's number one. Always listen to your body. So if anything hurts, pain is a way for our body to say stop. It's not working. So that's something to pay attention to. And you can unmute yourself and give me any feedback, any questions that you have, and clarifications that you need for the movements that we're doing. So just wanted to make sure that we all understand that. Okay, so very exciting. As Zach said, I developed this program through Osprey Village and Senior Living Communities. It's called Renewed Strength, and that was actually the name that I gave it. Some other folks had some other names that came up, but that was the one that got voted in, so I was really excited. So, and what all that means is we're going to be working strengthening of the upper body, lower body, and the core. So with that said, make sure that you're engaging your core throughout the exercises today. Really important to understand core is not just the front, it is the back. So all the way around, you want to make sure you engage the core. And as Zach had pointed out last week, and I'm sure in weeks prior, make sure that you bring that rib cage in and keep it tight. Also, just making sure with posture, and I know he talks a lot about the postural muscles and the way to enhance your posture, making sure that you're not too far arched back and not too far arched forward as far as your pelvis is concerned and your lower back. And then also standing tall through your neck. That's part of your spine. So you want to make sure that you're reaching tall through the back of your head, like he mentioned. I always, I grew up as a dancer, so I always think about that string reaching to the sky, pulling you up through the back. So that's, just really important. And that will definitely help you. Your posture will definitely help you. So let's start with a warm-up. All right, let's get with march. So it's just up and down with the feet and back and forth with the arms. And having fun, smile. We're gonna have fun today. All right, keep it going. Just a few more. Getting those large muscles warmed up. And now we're gonna take it out a little wider. Bringing those knees up, feet down. You don't have to go at my pace. If you go a little slower, that's completely fine. Remember, listen to your body, whatever you're capable of doing. Doing great. All right, now we're gonna stop and take a bend to one side and then the other. If you're like me, you have that symphony of your knees going off. So back and forth. Just getting those muscles a little warmer than they were. It's cool here in Asheville. I don't know what it's like where you are. Good, and then bringing it in. Step together, or a step touch. Step touch. And bringing the arms up into a bicep curl. Again, thinking about that posture. Engaging the core. This is the time to think about it. And breathe. Didn't talk about the breath, did I? Inhale and exhale. Getting that breath going. Muscles need oxygen, that's important. Good, now let's do a couple of upper body stretches and reaching down one side so you get a nice stretch through your side. And then reaching to the other side. These are active stretches, meaning that we're still moving through the range of motion. Nice. You may not be able to go as far as I do, that's okay. And again, keeping at your own pace. Getting a nice stretch, feeling tension, but not pain. And as we get into the stretches at the end of the session and the cool down, I'll talk more about that too. Keep breathing. Keeping that core engaged, thinking about your posture. Good, reaching up. And other side, reaching up. Reach to the sky. Reaching up. Nice stretch. Always feels good in the morning. Get rid of that tension. Good. All right. And now bend the elbows. And now do a rotation, just slow rotation. Keep the knees slightly bent. That's important to protect your back. And side to side. Just a slow, controlled rotation, slow, controlled movement. You'll hear me talk about that today as well. Always want to control your movement. Good. Let's go back to that step touch, bringing it in, step touch. Hopefully you're a little warmer than you were when we started. That's good. Very nice. All right. So with renewed strength, we're doing 3 upper body exercises, 3 lower body exercises. Like I mentioned earlier, make sure that you're listening to your body. So we're going to start out with, very first, the squat. Okay. So feet are about shoulder to hip width apart. I'm going to face to the side so you can see my side view. It's a little bit easier to cue it that way. Holding on to your stable surface if you need assistance. So the most important thing with a squat is to make sure that you bend your knees slightly, hip hinge. Okay, you want to make sure that you do that hip hinge first so that we load the hips and the glutes because it's a glute exercise. So reaching back like you're sitting in a chair and taking it as deep as you can with those knees going over the ankles but not past. Okay, if that makes sense. And then coming back up, squeezing through the glutes, making sure you're engaged through the abdominals. Exhale as you go down and inhale up. That's 2. And down, keep me honest. And 3. And down and come up. That's 4. Again, you can go slower or faster. 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. Hopefully you're feeling those muscles getting warmer. 9. This time we're going to hold in that down position, holding the position here for 10, 9. Keep breathing through it. 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly come up. Very nice. Shake it out if you need to. Okay. All right, next lower body exercise. So we're doing 3 sets of 10 for each one, but we're going to rotate through the 3 exercises. So again, holding on to your stable surface if you need to. Feet are a little closer together. This time it's a heel lift. So lifting those heels nice and high as you can. You should feel it in the calf, back of the lower leg, and release. And again, lift, release, lift, release. That's 4. And 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and hold it here. Hold it here. Keep breathing through your hold. Nice deep breath in and let it out. And release. Nice. All right, shake it out if you need to. All right, one more lower body exercise, and that is the lunge. Okay, so again, holding onto your stable surface, we're using the outer leg, so the one that's furthest away from your chair or your stable surface, and stepping front. But again, we're going to make sure we have that hip hinge, so I'll show it from the side again. Making sure you bend those knees slightly, hinge over at the hips, and then stepping front for your lunge. 1, 2, 3, 4, you should feel it here, 5, and then to your hamstrings, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. Okay, we're switching to the other side. And you can move around to the other side of your chair if you need to. And again, bend those knees slightly, hip hinge first. So you're sitting back into your hips and stepping front. Takes all the pressure off the knees. 2, 3, 4, breathing through it, keeping those abdominals tight. 5, 6, long through the neck, good posture. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. All right, let's do a little march in between the sets. So we're done with set number 1. Yay! Very nice. All right. So resetting for your squats. So hip width apart, toes pointed front. Make sure that you bend the knees slightly, hip hinge first, and then sit back. And again, go a little deeper if you can this time. That's 2, 3. Little extra challenge, you can bring the arms out front. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This time hold it. Keep breathing through your hold. Big inhale, big exhale. And release. Nice. Shake it out if you need to. Good. Moving right on to heel lift. Again, check in with your posture. Make sure you're pulling that rib cage down and in, keeping those abdominals tight, not too much arch in the back, reaching up through the top of the head and lift. Nice and high. And 3, 4, keep breathing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This time hold, breathing through that hold. Big inhale. And exhale. And release. Nice. All right, shake it out. Feeling it a little more now, right? Okay, moving on to the lunge. So again, holding on if you need to. Again, bending those knees, hip hinge. Make sure that you're feeling it through the glutes and step front. Staying on that same leg. And again, if my pace is too fast, you can slow it down. Do what feels good to you. Nice. All right. And when you're ready, switch legs. Make sure you stay in that hip hinge. That's 5, 6. And that back knee can be bent if you like. 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. All right, let's do a march. Just in between, getting those muscles moving. Doing great. We're through with 2 sets.
Hey, Marni, this is Zach.
Yes.
I'm going to hit the mute all button, and then you unmute yourself, okay?
Okay.
Cool.
Let me take it off.
All right. Moving on to set number 3. We're good? All right. So one more set of squats. So Toes are pointed front, feet are apart. Check in with your posture, making sure you're thinking about that. Bend the knees slightly, hip hinge, sitting back. Reach the rear end back. Really important to reach it back. Think about being back on your heels. And breathe. Exhale down, inhale up. And hold it here. Keep breathing through your hold. And release. Good. You should really be feeling that on the third set. Woo! Get a little hot. That's great. Build up that heat. All right. Another set of the heel lifts. So again, checking in with your posture and lifting nice and high. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This time hold it, breathing through your hold. And release. Good. Shake it out. And on to lunge. Again, bending those knees, hip hinge, and step front for lunge. Keep going on that same leg. Good, now switch to the other leg. Make sure you're still in that hip hinge. Step front. Nice. All right. Let's get into the march. And a few of the step together, step touch. All right, what I didn't mention earlier, make sure you hydrate. I'm going to do that right now. Get a little sip of water. As we move into the upper body exercises. Okay, so first upper body exercise we're going to do is at the wall. And I want to make sure we set up the position properly. So bring your hands right up in front of your chest. Okay, elbows are in by your sides. That's really important. Fingertips are facing up. Now, if this is too hard on your wrist, you'll find out really soon. But it's going to look like that. Hands on the wall, elbows back. And press and elbows back, okay? If that's a little too hard on your wrists, you may find that turning them inward with your fingertips inward and elbows out may work better. Pressing out and bringing it back. Okay, so that's your position here. Now, the other position to look at is from side view. Really important here that you don't let the shoulders go past the elbows. You see what I'm doing here? Shoulder, elbow. I don't want that. Okay, I want to keep it here. Okay, so you're still engaging the chest, right? The pectoral muscles. So if you're here, if you're out, same thing. Pressing here, pressing here. See your shoulder, elbow, elbow's not going back here. Yeah, it's just staying forward or at the same height. All right? All right. So coming to the wall, wherever that's comfortable for you, making sure that it's out in front of the chest. And body position, making sure that you're straight from shoulders down to feet, keeping the heels on the floor if you can, keeping the legs nice and straight, engaging through the core. Really important. This is great core work as well. Okay, so feet are slightly apart, keeping those arms nice and straight, and bending the elbows, keeping the body nice and straight, and push away. Keeping it nice and slow and controlled. Push away. Inhale, and exhale as you push away. Exhale on exertion. And push, and bend, and push, bend, push, bend, push, bend, push, bend, push. This time we're going to hold it here and breathe through your hold. And release, push it out. Woo, feeling good. All right, grab that chair. You will need to have a seat here, so if you need to grab a chair to have a seat in, please do so. Really important here to have a chair that you can sit at the edge of, all right? Sitting at the edge of your chair. Really important here. I'm actually going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing first. Cue that for you. All right, making sure you're sitting tall, again, that good posture, keeping that rib cage pulled in, abdominals engaged, back of the head, reaching. The knees are right out from the hips, ankles right down from the knees, good solid base of support, really important here, okay? So this is an abdominal exercise, so turn off your legs. Okay, legs aren't involved in this, hip flexors are not involved in this, although you probably will feel it. We want to think about the core. Okay, and to make it a little tougher, you can bring the hands here or bring them here up at the chest. Otherwise, you can just let them relax to your lap. So it's a hinge. So again, keeping the body nice and straight, touching back to the chair, woo, and bringing it up. Good. And again, touch and up. And 3. And up, exhale, inhale, and that's 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, 9, and this time, guess what? We get to hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come up. Very nice. Good job. Okay.
May I ask a question, please?
Yes, ma'am.
When I'm doing that, maybe my chair is bigger, but my feet are coming off the floor.
Right. I know that does happen. My chair is actually very deep as well. So you may need to move back just a little. Okay. And if you're shorter, then your feet aren't going to touch the floor probably anyway. You may want to grab something that you can put under your feet for the next few go-rounds and see if that helps. Like, something that's about that high. It would be a step bench in a gym, but something that, you could put your feet on to elevate them, that would help. Does that help?
One in every closet.
Okay.
I am short.
Okay, well, there you go. How did I know, right? Good question. Thank you. All right, so the next exercise is for the abdominals as well, but it's again for the obliques. So your obliques are at the sides of your waist. It's where we find our waist, okay? So we're going to bring arms across. Again, making sure you're tucking that rib cage. And we're gonna do a rotation. So it's a rotation coming across with the elbow to the thigh. We're not reaching to the knee, coming up in between each rep. And other side, touch. And be careful with this rotation. If you have back issues, make it a smaller range of motion. Just listen to your body. Feeling that rotation. You really want to concentrate on the muscles that you're working. Really important not to just go through the motions. Want to think about what you're doing. Mindfulness, really important. Want we get the most from our workout, the most from the time that we put in. And last one. Very nice. Good job. All right, coming back to the wall for your chest press. Again, reminder about your position. Hands here, pushing, or hands here, pushing. And making sure that you're not going, elbows not going past the shoulder. Here, or here. Okay, feeling it pushing through the triceps and through the chest. And it's also a back exercise, so you're getting all three. Okay, so feet are slightly apart. If you can keep the heels on the floor, that's great. If not, that's all right too. Keeping the body nice and straight and tall and bend. Push away. Making it active. Bend, push away. Letting gravity do the work, but then pushing away. Keep breathing. Exhale as you push away. This time hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep breathing through that hold. And push it back. Nice. Feeling that? All right. Again, for your abdominals, sitting at the edge of your chair. Nice solid base of support. Those knees right out from the hips, feet down from the knees. And again, bringing the hands here for a little more challenge. A little more would be out here. And coming back, touch. And up. Keeping those abdominals engaged. Exhale, going back. And inhale up. Relax through the shoulders if you're reaching the arms out in front. And this time hold for 10, 9, 8, keep breathing. And release, very nice. All right, moving on to the obliques. And cross it over. And bringing it across, elbow to thigh. And up, and then rotate, and up. Feeling the work in the sides of your waist, through your lower back. Again, listening to your body. Keep breathing through it. Almost there. One more to each side. Very nice. Good. Just march it out. Very nice. All right. Standing. One more set. Coming to the wall. Remember your position. Here or here. Feet slightly apart, toes pointed front. If you can keep the heels down, great. And bend the elbows. Keeping the body nice and straight. Abdominals are engaged. Keeping the rib cage pulled in. Push away. Exhale as you push away. This time hold it, breathe through your hold. And push push away. Good job. All right. Ready for abdominal hinge and touch back. And again, you can hold it here, making it a little tougher. Keep breathing. Keep those abdominals engaged. Keep that rib cage tucked in. And hold it here. Keep breathing through your hold. And release. Nice. All right, cross it over and rotate. Coming up after each repetition. Remember the muscles that you're working, thinking about them. There you go. Good job. All right, moving on to stretching. All right, let's stand. And again, you can hold onto the chair if you need it for balance. And putting the front leg forward with the bend. Back leg is straight. Both heels are pressed down, both toes are pointing front. You should feel a nice stretch in the back of the lower leg. Holding it there. Remember your posture and breathe. Just a static stretch, so we're just holding the position. Letting those muscles release and relax. Stretching is important to keep you from injury and also decrease the chance of soreness. And release. Let's switch it to the other side. The front leg is bent, the back leg is straight, both toes are pointed front, both heels pressed down. You just hold it there and breathe. Still engage through your abdominals, still practicing that good posture with that rib cage in. Good posture through the back of the head. And breathe. And release. Good. All right, let's have a seat. A couple more for the lower body that we get to do. First one is hamstring stretch. So leg out in front. With the heel down, the toe up. Keeping the back nice and straight, hinge forward from the hips. Should feel it in the back of your thigh. If you feel it too much in the back of your knee, bend your knee a little bit. Feel it too much in the back of the calf, relax your foot. Feeling it in the back of the thigh. And breathe. And release. And now switch to the other side. Foot out in front, the heel down, leg as straight as you can make it, and keeping the back straight, hinging forward from the hips. And again, feeling it in the back of the thigh. If you feel it too much in the back of the knee, bend the knee slightly. Feel it too much in the calf, relax the foot. And breathe. for the hip flexors. So we're turning to the side of the chair. One leg is off the front. Your hip is actually off the chair. And you've got knee right down from the hip, ankle right down, right back from the knee. Same here. Knee out from the hip, ankle right down from the knee. Now you can extend it a little bit if you like. That's up to you and up to your flexibility level. We are trying to get a stretch through the hip flexor in front of the thigh through the quadricep. And sitting tall and breathe. Okay, from here, bringing that front leg to the side of the chair. So now both feet are at the side of the chair. Moving to the back of your chair. And grab the back of the chair with both hands and turn and look behind you. Get a nice rotation stretch. Again, sitting tall and breathe. And release. Good. And turning to face the front. And now we do the other side. So taking that leg side, the other leg off the front. Turn a little bit so you can see me. Okay, so knee out from hip, ankle down from knee. Same on the other side. And if you want to extend it a little bit more, get a little deeper stretch, you can. And sitting tall and breathe. And now release that front leg. Bring it to the side of the chair. Move to the back of your chair. Grab the back of the chair with both hands. Turn and look back. Nice rotation stretch. Sitting tall and breathe. And release. Good. Turning to face the front. And out the upper body. Grab your hand, reach forward, round the upper back. Drop your head. Get a nice stretch for the upper back and breathe. And release. Good, reaching back. So the palms are facing front, reaching back, open through the chest and shoulders, and breathe. And release. Good. Reaching one arm up. Reach, reach, reach. Get a nice stretch through your side and then come over. A nice stretch all the way down, even into the top of the hip. And release. Good. Now the other side, reaching up and over. And release. Good, roll the shoulders. And now reverse it. Good, now big inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. And once more, inhale. And exhale. And good job, you did it. Thank you for coming. So do we have any questions, comments, feedback? Anything I can help with?
I have a question about the frequency of doing these exercises. Is it once a week enough, or twice, 3 times? Do you have a recommendation for that?
Well, the program that we had set up was 3 times a week. However, the exercises changed each time. So we wouldn't do the same set of 3 that we did today. It would be a different set of exercises. But 3 times a week for strengthening is the best, yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, Marni, that was excellent. It's Alice. Really enjoyed the workout. You know, low key, but I'm sweating somehow.
There you go. Great.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I could really feel those stretches and they felt good.
Oh, good. Glad to hear it.
Yeah, Marni, that was great. I got a good workout.
Good.
I did.
I was going to say, Marni, it was also really good. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
It's a lot more challenging than it looks.
Yes. Agreed.
This is Sally. Can you hear?
Yes, Sally.
I am working in a TV room, and I have a hassock with a cushion, and that was perfect for me because I'm so short. It was great for me to do those exercises when we were sitting.
Wonderful. Good feedback. Thank you.
This is Marilyn again, and I'm also very short, and I switched to my piano bench, which was right across my chair.
Oh,
because
there you go.
I
Perfect.
couldn't get my knee to the floor at all. But
Oh.
on the piano bench, I could do most everything. So, also when I spend most of my life sitting in front of a computer, so I was doing some of the sitting exercises with the less stretching things. I wanted to stand because I'm going to be sitting for the rest of the day, and the more standing I can do in the morning is the better.
Absolutely.
I enjoyed the exercises. This is my first time. This is Phyllis, and I'm recovering from spinal fusion and knee replacement, and they were excellent.
Wow, great. Well, thank you.
Yeah, welcome, Phyllis.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed the exercises because they could easily be advanced to make them a little bit harder.
Yes, sir. That's correct. Wonderful.
That's a great point, Jack, and something we didn't talk about at the beginning. But yeah, if you're a somewhat seasoned exerciser, you're welcome to. We encourage you to take these exercises and advance them to the degree that you know that your body's able to perform it safely.
Right.
This is Wayne. I really like the wall push-ups with the wrist turned inward and the elbows out. That really made me be able to do it without hurting my wrists. So
yes,
I think I did
that one. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you, Wayne.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So it's a little after 10:15. I'll lead the next session starting at 10:30. So you're welcome to come back if you've been here in the last few weeks. It's fairly gentle. That doesn't mean you won't be doing some strengthening. We will be. But Marni's was more of a quote unquote workout. What I'll be leading is more of a flexibility and joint loosening and joint strengthening program for the upper body today. So I'd love to have you stick around or come back in a few minutes. But we'll, unless there's any other questions or feedback, we'll just take a brief water break and pause. And for those who want to come back, we'll see you shortly.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.